How would you describe the first year with the Commanders with
How
Jaden
would I
Daniels?
describe the first year? Wow. I would say it's one of the most memorable years that I've been a part of with the organization. And from the standpoint of so many unexpected things, or I guess things that we didn't know what to expect. As far as new coaches, and a lot of new players, 60 new players, and then also rookie quarterback. There's a lot of unknowns of what the culture is going to be, how we're going to be as a team, and then for us to put together a solid brotherhood to move forward and set the bar as high as we were able to is pretty special.
When did you have the feeling that y'all can do what y'all can do when Jaden Daniels as your quarterback? At what point in the season was that?
Especially with rookie quarterbacks, it's tough. It's tough because all right, let's kind of see him in a preseason aspect. You don't really get to see a lot there because he's limited in reps, and then we go out, in our first game, and we start to see his athleticism really come alive versus the Bucks, and it was like, okay, this kid can play, and then as we start to get him some more reps, he started to learn even just in his first year. I think this is probably the year you have the most growth. You see him really looking to use his athleticism, but also become a thrower as well, and just him continue to learn the offense, operate at a quicker pace. Then we started to take off, and then that's where we really started to see, okay, the ceiling is continuing to rise. And then as we continue to put more games together and win more games, we're like, okay, this kid's actually a superstar, and you can kind of see his ceiling is extremely high.
It's been a great season for you guys. You get to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
You go against an opponent that you know very well in Philly, and not the way that you wanted to go out. Obviously, pretty sure you probably look at the turnovers that happened. But what did you take from this experience getting into the NFC Championship game and knowing that you was just one game away from being able to play here in the Superdome for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, it sucks. It definitely does. You put in all of that work and all that time. Really for every team out there. There's 32 teams. There's only one that's going to be happy at the end of the year as far as how their season ends. We'll take some of the small wins. Within the season of, hey, we have the potential and all of that stuff. That's great. But at the end of the day, we're still trying to get to the championship game and win that. So for us, it was a blessing, absolutely. But now it's kind of the new standard for us. Like, okay, it's not only something that we're aspiring to do. Now it's almost an expectation for us as well. To like, hey, that's where we're going from the media standpoint as well.
Okay.